President Trump's warming relations with Saudi Arabia could realign global energy dynamics through expanded cooperation on oil, gas, and critical minerals. Joining us right now is Dell, Kimmeridge's co-founder and managing director. Kimmeridge is launching an Abu Dhabi office to expand its role in global energy investments. And Ben, thank you for being here. Maybe we should describe a little bit about what Kimmeridge is for people who don't quite follow as closely. You focus on alternative assets in the energy arena. You've been doing this for a long time. What are you seeing happening in that arena right now?
Well, thank you for having me, Becky. I think it's a fascinating time in the energy space. You have this convergence between the energy space and the tech space, particularly around AI and power. We're seeing, certainly amongst this administration, a desire to grow the energy footprint, both domestically and internationally. I think that goes across all areas of the spectrum, so oil, gas, battery, storage, et cetera.
And you all just opened this Abu Dhabi office. Is that because you kind of see where this administration is heading with things? Is that because of what you see particularly in the Middle East?
We've had a long-standing relationship in the region, particularly in the UAE, with Mubadala and Addic. I think we're seeing that relationship grow. We're seeing new opportunities for energy investment, both in the region, but also in areas like India, which is going to be one of the fastest growing areas for new energy consumption. And we're also seeing a huge appetite for investment from this region back into the U.S. So I expect this relationship will continue to grow, not just for us, but also between the U.S. and the UAE.
I mean, the area you focus on, energy as alternative investments, that's just changed so drastically over the last year, I would assume. Under the last administration, it was all about carbon capture and what you might be getting for green energy. Now you've got a president who says he's very interested in opening it up for more drilling and production. But as a result, we've seen oil prices down. And I would guess this president would like to see oil prices quite a bit lower than they even are right now. Have you had to shift entirely in how you look at these investments?
I think it's been an interesting balance, and I want to separate out the difference between the oil market and the natural gas market. I think you're right. The administration has wanted to get oil prices down. I think they've wanted to lower gasoline prices at the pump for the consumer. That's been a core component of their view on the inflation side. On the natural gas side, we've seen the opposite. We've obviously seen the administration lean in towards permitting. So we're the owner of Commonwealth LNG, and we obviously received our conditional non-FTA approval. And I see a big push from this administration to grow the footprint in LNG, to grow the footprint in power generation, including gas-fired power generation. So I think you have two very different dynamics going on. Also, when you look at what this administration is doing on the international side, I think they understand the role of LNG in terms of decarbonizing other countries, replacing coal on a global basis like it's done within the U.S. And also, I think from a foreign policy standpoint, the U.S. wants to be the supplier of choice for LNG for a number of these emerging markets.
I guess my question comes down to the idea of how sure you can be about the bets that you make at this point, because they're big and expensive propositions, whether it's for additional energy creation for AI, whether it's power generation, as you mentioned, whether it's infrastructure that you lay out for those things. I mean, those are expensive projects that take a lot of money and a lot of time. And if there's a new administration with a new view that comes along, can you guarantee that these are profitable transactions?
I think you can. We obviously invest in many of these projects with a 20-year time horizon, both on the LNG side, but also on the upstream side. I think one of the things we've asked for is certainty that the investments you're making will actually be protected and will be assets that you can continue to develop over time. I do think there are nuances between the different administrations, and I think for us as a firm, we've taken a view that what we want to deliver is low-cost energy on demand with the lowest possible carbon footprint. I think we'll continue to do that, and I think it's a viable strategy when you go through multiple administrations.